The Colerain Cardinals beat Cincinnati Elder 44-12 on Friday night, September 3rd at the Cage. The Cage is Colerain's home field where they've not lost during the 21st century. It's a run of some 50-odd games. The home team scored on 3 of the first 5 snaps of the game. By halftime, it was 30-12. And this game was pretty much in the bag. Colerain entered the game ranked number 2 in the J.J. Huddle Ohio High Power Poll for Division I. Elder came into the game 8th in the same poll, based largely on a dominant win over Linton Woods, a team from right down the street that was the dominant Division II champion in the Ohio High School Athletic Association for 2009. Colerain prepared for this game in similar style, dominating Northmont, a very talented team. Colerain had 457 yards of total offense, 280 composite yards for Cincinnati Elder. Unofficially, Travion Durham, the fullback for Colerain, led all rushers with 147 yards on 19 carries and a touchdown. Curtis Jester had 10 carries for 103 yards and a touchdown, also for the Cardinals. Noteworthy junior quarterback for Elder, Ben Gramke, was 12 for 27 for 143 yards and 2 touchdowns, but he also had 2 interceptions. Last season, Colerain started the season 0-2, and although they won out, they were unable to make playoffs. But it was the threat of senior quarterback Tyler Williams on the edge that caused this game to fall into the category of non-competitive. This is Williams' first year at quarterback. Last year, he was the Cardinals' buyback, and he rushed for almost 900 yards on the season. Williams is 5'8" and 160 pounds, and he has lots of scholarship offers, and he's looking at Cincinnati. Colerain threw only 1 forward pass in the entire first half, on their way to rolling up a 30-12 halftime lead. If you count Williams as a starter at quarterback, then the Cardinals have 14 returning starters this year. If you are looking for more specific information, go to the MVP podcast for this week over at jjhuddle.com. There you'll find interviews with Athletic Director Dan Bolton, Colerain, and Head Coach Doug Ramsey of Elder. All for free, courtesy of your friends at the MVP Podcast, MiamiValleySports.com, and JJHuddle.com in conjunction with Ohio High Sports Magazine. Cincinnati Elder won this matchup last year when they beat the Cardinals 20-7 at their place, the Pit.
Empty pass to Duke is there. That's why they're holding.
On offense and defense, and the offense takes care of the ball, the rest will take care of itself. So I couldn't be any prouder of them. We had a great business-like approach to it all week of practice, and then I just kind of let it all just spew out tonight with them, all the emotion and the history and all that. I give Doug credit. He's got a young team. You know, they're going to bounce back. They're good. They got a lot of players. He does a great job with them offensively and defensively. We just got after them a little bit, but they'll bounce back. They're a heck of a football team. What a great night for Colerain football.
Thank you.
Thank you.
First off, Tyler Williams, oh my God.
Yeah, he's probably the most athletic guy out there. And he played with it. Like I said, Tyler gets better each week when you trust the offense and makes us read. You know, he's got a big tray with him there. The rest kind of takes care of himself. Without a doubt, they got after us quite a bit there early, and we made some adjustments. Like I said, Doug does a great job offensively with them, and we kind of had us on our heels a little bit. We made a few adjustments, and I think the defense kind of fed off the offense. That's what it takes to win.
You talked about your inexperience going into this game. How do you feel about that now?
Well, hopefully we gain a little bit of experience, you know, as far as being in an environment like this. You know, that was my fear, you know, that guys would kind of get caught up in all the other things in the game. You know, guys who have to play. I think, you know, there's some guys that stepped up. I thought for the most part, you know, that Ben Granke played well, you know, as being his second start. Ben Cafaro always plays well, and I thought our offensive line did a pretty good job. I think there's guys that, you know, we only scored 12 points when we moved the ball well, but we were always in bad situations. You know, everything was an 80-yard field, or we were down by big scores. So, you know, we just got to keep working. This is work to get better. I still think we got a chance at the end of the season to be a good football team. That's what I think. I think offensively, you know, if this was a different kind of game where we were a little bit better on defense and held them in check, we may have scored a few more times. You know what I mean? We moved the ball, but kind of situation where, you know, when you got to go 80 yards or you're down by 3 scores, you do some of the things that you didn't necessarily game plan for. But you know, but I do take away that I think we're coming as an offense. I think we made a big jump from week 1 on our offensive side of the ball.
What's next week?
We go down and play Louisville Trinity next week, which won't be nothing. And that's the thing about our schedule. You know, we have to play every week is a big game. They played the way that I thought they'd play. You know, I just hope that we'd play a little bit better. But they got a nice team.
How's your injury situation?
We may have lost one of our DBs, Brandon Poley, dislocated his shoulder, and they won't know until they check it if it'll be a 1-week injury or a 6 or 7 week injury or end of the season type injury. But I think beyond that, we're okay. We kind of pulled Josh Friedel out. Just he's got a couple of bangs, you know, bruises, and we just didn't want to push that anymore. So